for about 10 minutes or so. I promised myself in the new year that I was going to be going live more often so I can interact with you guys. You can ask me questions if you need to. I can explain a little bit more about some of the poses, just sort of off the cuff. I don't, I really don't try to plan this stuff. And even when I was a teacher in a brick and mortar space, I initially would plan classes, but then I would just sort of take in the energy of the room or whoever may have come into the practice, just so I could sort of figure out what they needed. And that's what I want this exchange to be. I have had so much health benefits and mental benefits from yoga. It has helped heal a lot of things in my body, and it still continues to help healing things in my body, as well as helping me manage stress, especially as I age. It's keeping my body moving. It's keeping me strong. And I can't say anything bad about it. And so what I wanted to do today is, if you don't have time to watch, this is another thing. If you don't have time to watch, save this, bookmark it, tap the bell, whatever it is, all the live stuff that you do to get the notifications, because I'm going to be doing this more often, again, so I can interact with you guys. It's important to me to teach what you need and to also show you modifications. So I do a lot of beginners yoga, a lot of functional movement and things that just make my body feel good. So you're sort of practicing with me, if you will. And today, what I want to focus on is really what a lot of people deal with when they sit at a desk all day, especially now. We have a lot of head, neck, and shoulder issues because of being on our devices. And so I've been studying all day long, sitting at a desk, reading my devices as I talk to you through a device. But what I really wanted to show you is some stretches that can help the shoulders, that can help maybe if you deal with migraines or anything in the upper part of the back. That's what we're going to focus on today. Yeah, and then I'll come back and read the comments and see if anybody has any questions. So if you want to, grab a mat and join me. We're going to do mostly on the floor stuff. Yeah, so let's go. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm going to put my hair up. I know it's a little bit dark, but I'm working in an off-grid type situation. I love this greenhouse, and it seems to be working for me right now. So what I always like to do first is to really just kind of feel what's happening in my body and take a couple of breaths. So we're going to start hinged at the hips, bent over, all the way down. We're going to bring our head, neck, and shoulders. So what we're doing here is just allowing our head to decompress from our shoulders. So if any of you suffer from like compressed disc or bulging disc or anything like that, this is very helpful. Take a breath and exhale. And just do that a couple of times. Also, if you can hear me well, I put my microphone in a different place. I want to make sure that this works. I know sound quality is very important. And if you need to, you can wiggle your head forward and back or side to side. And then I just like to do a couple of movements where I'm lifting my hands all the way up above my head, stretching up as high as I can, and then coming back down into that hinge position. And when you first start yoga, this is another thing that a lot of people are like, I can't get my legs straight. That's fine. You'll get more flexibility. That's the important thing. So we're just going to come up and down. If you're scrolling, this is what this whole thing is about, is to stop the scrolling and to get up and move your body. Right? We are too attached to those things. And I'm using it as a tool to come to you guys. Lifting the hands up high and then coming back down. And so we're going to just start to move the knees a little bit. So bending the knees, lifting up, pushing the hips forward. You don't have to do this perfectly. You just got to move your body. That's all we're trying to do. That was one of the things when I first started yoga. I was like, oh my God, I don't know how to do these poses. I don't know all the names to these poses. And currently, it doesn't even matter. I could tell you all day long, you're not going to remember it. And then people call them different things. So we're going to keep doing this, bending the knees and just dropping the head, dropping the butt, and coming up. Real simple movement. We're going to meet here, drop the head. And I said about 10 minutes or so. It might be a little bit longer. I tricked you guys. Release the head, the neck, and the shoulders. And then we walk out into down dog. So your hands come out and your feet go out into this pyramid position. Your hands are out further than your head, and you just drop your head in between your arms. Take a couple of breaths here. Just so you guys know, I do have an injury on my neck. I have a disc out. And this is one of the things that actually helped me feel better. I would get horrible migraines. And I always tell people I'm a yoga dealer because I know it helps so much. All right, so we're going to go into what we call thread the needle. So your right arm goes up under your left, and you just sort of drop that shoulder down and rest your head. And you're on your knees. And you're sort of breathing into the back of the body here. Taking a couple of breaths. Again, you don't even need a mat, to be honest. I know there was glass on this floor that broke, and I don't want to get glass in my body. All right, come up and we switch to the other side. Same thing, but you take the left arm down and under the right. Couple of breaths. I'll start to go deeper into these poses and show you different modifications once I start seeing how you guys respond. Then you come back up. We're going to sit on our knees. So here's where a lot of people might have issues. You can always put a blanket or something, or if you can't sit on your knees, you can just sit Indian style. I'm going to sit on my knees and take my hands behind my back and just hold it. What I'm going to do is rest my hands on my back and look up and try to drop my shoulders down. Pull my chin up, close my mouth. This is going to stretch out the front of the chest. So people kind of think of this backwards. So a lot of times your back muscles are overworked, but your front muscles are tight and compressed. So you need to stretch your chest out. Especially if you notice you have rounded shoulders. Release the hands, and then we're going to take the hands behind the back, You can interlace the fingers if you want. Push the elbows back. So you're pushing your chest out, elbows back, almost as if you're squeezing your shoulder blades together. And you're sort of having a little bit of gentle pressure on your hands. Just breathe in how your body wants to breathe. Nice. Release the hands. And then we're going to hop down onto Indian style. So I'm going to come a little bit closer. All right. Left hand is going to come behind the back. We're going to look forward, so as if you're looking straight ahead, and then you take the right hand onto the knee to sort of hold yourself, and then you're just going to tilt the head towards the right shoulder. So you're opening up the side of the neck. Try to keep your head forward. Do any of you guys have neck issues that you're dealing with? These are all common things. When I was a massage therapist, I saw all of it. Then what you're going to do is let your head come forward diagonally towards the right side, okay? So you're sort of looking over to the right side as your head is bending down. You'll feel the left shoulder getting that stretch. Lift the head up, and then we'll change to the other side. So bring the left hand out, right hand back. Do the same thing. We look forward. Left hand is on the left knee, and then you're just leaning your ear towards the shoulder. Let it roll forward, diagonally towards the left. Release and come back. We'll do a couple of neck rolls. It doesn't matter the direction. So nice and gentle all the way around. If you like these kind of classes, I do a whole thing on Patreon. My main thing is trying to show you guys that you can do movement anywhere, anytime. And why do we gotta walk around all bound up and tight? It's probably why so many people are assholes. They just need a good yoga sesh. Go the opposite direction. I'm going to show y'all one more because I want to keep these kind of short. One more, but for both sides. So it's kind of weird, but I promise you it helps. So you're going to lay on your hip on your left side, and you're going to lay on your arm, okay? And see how my head is kind of up? I like to hold the right leg or the right ankle. It just sort of helps me stay balanced. And then you release the head towards the mat. And don't look down, just keep looking to the side. Release it all the way down. So that's stretching all along the side of the neck. And you'll also feel that in your shoulder. So if you have a hard time with this holding your foot, you can use a belt or a strap or a towel. When I was really, really hurting, really, really tight, I gently did these and it helped me out a lot, because what was happening is my muscles on the side of my neck were tight. I had a lot of scar tissue and stuff that I was dealing with. Remember to breathe when you're in these poses too. I say poses, positions, whatever you want to call them. Then you can turn your head and look towards the mat. And just allow your body to melt in these positions. Spend whatever amount of time that you need to in them. All right, release the leg, and then we'll switch to the other side. Same thing. You're laying on the arm. Down some. You hold that left ankle. Look across the room and just let that neck open up. Couple of breaths there, and then you turn the head towards the mat, release it down. If you feel pain, like sharp pain at any time when you're doing these, just ease back a little bit or try to adjust your head so that you're not hurting yourself more. I am not a doctor or a physical therapist. I am a massage therapist and a yoga teacher. So bring yourself back up. Now we're going to end with sitting cat-cow. Hands on the front of the knees. And you're going to move the middle of your back out. So push it out as far as you can and bring your head in. And then reverse that by bringing the chin up, pushing the chest out. And so you'll sort of create this flow. Back and forth. And your hands aren't set. You can move them along your knees. This is also very grounding. So if you had like kind of a shitty day and just kind of feel grumpy or in a bad mood, have an adult time out and do these 2 movements. If you are doing these with me, I hope you feel better than you did when you first came into the live. Slow it down. We're going to end with 5 breaths, and then I'll check the comments because I cannot read what you guys have said. All right, close your eyes down. Sit Indian style or in any pose that you feel comfortable in. We're going to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Try to release your shoulders down. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. One more. One more. In. Out. Just take a moment to yourself. Open your eyes. It's already getting dark at me. I'm going to get lights. Don't worry about that, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed that. Let's see. You have a mat. All right. Yeah, girl. They are aged. Trust me. I love that you're spiritual. Hey, I believe that everybody has a right to believe what they want. This is on some property that I am living currently. All right, well, I've already gone longer than I want. Again, I'm going to be doing these more often. If you're watching this as a replay, I have lots of other content, so lots of other videos. Until next time, be love, be good to each other, and namaste.